everybody. It's bowl season, and we're right in the thick of it. We're going to take a look at another bowl. It's the Christmas Day Bowl, and who better to take a look at it than us? I am your host, Scott Steen. I am the lead handicapper at winnersandwhiners.com, and I am joined, as always, by my one and only co-host,
Scott Rochelle, senior handicapper over winnersandwhiners.com.
Together, we do a show every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook Live called Heading Back to the Window. But this is a special deal we're doing. We are doing a bowl preview for each and every bowl game. We are up to bowl game number 16. This is officially the Taxact Camellia Bowl. Scott, Taxact, you know what they are?
Didn't they sponsor another bowl game? Because I feel like we've mentioned them before.
There's a lot of, I think Taxact has been out there before. Do you know what a Camellia is? No, you don't know. It's a plant. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think it's the. Yeah, it's not Culture Club. I'll tell you that much.
It is not Culture Club. It's a shrub. It's a plant. It's kind of like the Rose Bowl, except this is the Camellia Bowl. They never really.
I just learned that Taxact grows its own plants.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You probably don't remember the Astro Blue Bonnet Bowl, do you?
I do not.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Scott, this is an interesting game. It's a couple of kind of the down the card schools that are usually can be some good money making opportunities. This one, I think, is no different. We got the
quick shout out, by the way, to college football. They gave these two teams a standalone Saturday.
Yep, absolutely right. Flower plant, absolutely right, Roland. That's right. Get your wife some camellias. Ball State Cardinals, Georgia State. What are they, Scott?
Panthers.
Very good. Georgia State -5. I think you and I pretty much know all 130 D1 schools, right? And just about how many of the 300 out of the 358 basketball teams? How many do you think you do not know? 10.
There's a couple of the really, really small conferences. Like I'm sure the SWAC, I'd probably forget a couple. But I would probably get 80+%.
I'm with you. So Georgia State is a 5-point favorite in this one. As far as the total goes, it's going to be 51. Scott, up until this point, and you and I, full disclosure, we are recording this as the North Texas game is going on. But so far, the MAC has not fared well in their bowl season. MAC is currently 0-4 so far in the bowls, and only Northern Illinois has covered the number. They're 1-3 against the spread. As we speak, it is 7-3 North Texas against the favored Miami of Ohio Redhawks. So is it time to just blindly fade the MAC, or do we have to make a case for Georgia State and then fade the MAC?
I was fading the MAC for the North Texas game because I said when they were +2.5, I don't understand why they're favored in the game. When North Texas was favored by 2.5, I wasn't sure why Miami was favored by 2.5. But either way, I'm fading the MAC. There's really no other way around it. This team, in general, Ball State, of course, won the conference last year. Then it really fell apart midway through the season in conference play. And it's not because they were missing many guys. They brought back pretty much the entire team from last year. It just didn't click. And it seemed like they caught lightning in a bottle. They weren't able to sustain it. And I do question how they're going to fare in this game. Now, Ball State down the stretch did not exactly play, let's just say, good football. They ended up winning the regular season finale against Buffalo to make a bowl game. Buffalo, though, was really disappointing. But they ended up losing 3 of their last 5. They lost 2 of the last 3. Got buried by Central Michigan, who I think is a decent team. But Georgia State switched quarterbacks. They got rid of Quad. They brought in Granger Danger, and he's been very good. You're looking at Granger's numbers. You can go through them. Over 1,500 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 picks. This team is, I'd say, decent in their respective conference, and I do think that Georgia State, who finished the season on a 3-game winning streak, beat Coastal Carolina, beat Troy by 27. Impressive win to finish the season. But I'm going Georgia State. I like what I've seen. I do think that Granger's going to play well. Ball State's too inconsistent for me. They're not good against the run either. And Georgia State is averaging over 220 rushing yards per game. So I think it's a pretty bad matchup for the Cardinals. I am a little bit confused by the total, though. 51 does seem a bit short. I like the over. But give me Georgia State in the over.
Okay. Yeah, very good. People look at the records. They see they're very similar. Like, well, Georgia State had 5 losses, so they're not very good. But if you look at those losses, um, pretty impressive list of teams that they lost their games to. Scott, they lost to Army, North Carolina, Auburn, Appalachian State, and Louisiana Lafayette.
They probably
All of
should have
those,
beaten Auburn, by the way.
yeah,
Or
they had
not?
them.
They
They had
were
them
in
down.
there.
Yeah, they had them down. And by the way, except for North Carolina and Army, they covered the number against the last
Mhm.
3 teams they played. And like you said, you alluded to it. You can kind of write off that first part of the season because they were using Quad Brown. And while you and I both liked his nickname of Cornelius Brown the Fourth of Quad, a lot better nickname than he was a quarterback. Granger is a far superior signal caller, and they don't lose that much in the running game, which of course was Quad Brown's forte. I'm all over Georgia State as well. I think just in a vacuum, in a matchup, I'm taking Georgia State here without throwing in the Ball State in the MAC angle as well. As far as the total goes, I probably don't have as much confidence in that number to get there as you do. I give a slight lean to an over,
I just
but
feel like it's a bit
you got
short.
a team, well, you got a team that wants to run the ball as much as Georgia State. If you have one of those dry quarters, you could be in a lot of trouble as far
Are
as
we
making
sure
the order.
Ball State can stop the run though?
No, and that's the thing with Ball State is the teams that have been determined to run the ball against them have had some success. Central Michigan goes for 285. Northern Illinois goes for 211. They held Army to 213. That was fairly impressive, 3.5 yards per carry. But Toledo goes 272. Penn State 240. So this is a team that can absolutely give up chunk yardage on the ground. They are currently, I believe, 95th in rush defense as far as yards per game goes. Not ideal. I don't know how much Ball State will contribute in this one.
I'm keeping it simple
Uh,
though. I'm looking at the
yeah,
over just because of the fact that I like Granger. I actually like Plitt. I think Plitt's a decent quarterback for the MAC. So if I like the quarterbacks and I have questions about both defenses, I'm going to go with the over. I just think that eventually one of these teams will get to 30. I think you'll see a 31-23 type of game.
I've changed my mind. Unders cashed in 5 straight for Ball State. They're not putting up points against any kind of a defense with a pulse. They put up 31 on Akron, 29 on Northern Illinois. Both of those defenses are awful. Georgia State's defense not awful. I don't know what Ball State's going to do to generate points. I'll take a small lean on the under. I've changed my mind on that, but I do like my favorite play is of course Georgia State minus the 5. So
I'm sticking with the over. I just think Plitt and Granger are good enough to find openings in these opposing defenses.
by the way, Roland in the comment section talking about the Rutgers in for Texas A&M load up on Wake Forest. That's hard to argue with. I got to see a number on that, but at Rutgers,
I'm just happy Rutgers made it to a bowl game.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys, that's going to do it for bowl game number 16, our Christmas Day Taxact Camellia Bowl game. That is in the can. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And good luck on all of your plays, not just this one, but the entire bowl season. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you. We'll see you on our next bowl preview. We'll be doing bowl number 17. I'm thinking that's going to be tomorrow. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you then.